The moment an aircraft enters the boneyard, its story does not end. In many ways, that is where its second life begins. Every aircraft arriving at this desert facility goes through a carefully controlled intake process. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is random. Because every jet parked here still carries value. Some may fly again, some will save other aircraft, and some will serve the military in ways most people never imagine. The process begins with documentation. Teams carefully record everything. Flight history, maintenance records, airframe condition, remaining service life, and every major component still on board. Each aircraft is treated less like scrap metal and more like a valuable military asset entering long-term protection. Before anything else happens, the aircraft must be cleaned. And this is where one of the toughest jobs inside the boneyard begins. The wash teams under the brutal Arizona sun. Workers wearing protective gear spend hours washing military aircraft from nose to tail. At first it sounds simple, but this step is critical. Combat aircraft collect far more than dust. Fuel residue, hydraulic fluids, salt contamination, corrosive materials hidden inside panels and joints. If left untreated, those contaminants slowly destroy metal and electronics, so the wash teams work carefully, spraying every surface, cleaning every section, making sure corrosion never gets the chance to take hold. Summer temperatures in Arizona can become extreme. The heat reflects off metal surfaces. Protective suits trap warmth, and the work becomes physically exhausting. But according to many workers, it is also one of the most important jobs inside the entire operation, because preservation starts with protection, and protection starts with cleaning. Only after that process is complete does the aircraft move to its next stage, and this is the moment that gives the boneyard its most unforgettable appearance. The ghost white coating. Once cleaned, the aircraft enters the cocooning phase. Workers apply a special protective coating across exposed sections of the aircraft. The material is known as Spraylat, and it transforms fighter jets into something almost surreal, bright white, sealed, and strangely ghost-like beneath the desert sun. From above, the rows look less like military aircraft, and more like sleeping giants wrapped in protective armor. But this white shell is far more than cosmetic. Arizona offers incredible preservation conditions, but the desert is still unforgiving. Relentless sunlight, blowing dust, extreme temperature changes, all of it can damage sensitive systems. The Spraylat coating acts like a shield. It protects windows, sensors, rubber seals, and delicate components that might otherwise deteriorate after years of exposure. And this protection is not temporary. The coating can survive for years. If an aircraft remains in storage longer, workers return and reapply the protective layer. A standard fighter jet usually takes several days to fully prepare. Larger aircraft and helicopters requiring complete cocooning may take even longer. This is not quick storage, it is preservation engineering. And once the aircraft is sealed, a decision must be made, because not every aircraft entering the boneyard shares the same fate. Different futures for different jets. Inside the boneyard, aircraft follow different paths. Some are preserved, some are dismantled, and a select few are kept ready for something extraordinary. The military uses multiple storage categories, and each one determines the future of the aircraft. The first category is long-term preservation. These aircraft are essentially placed in protective storage. Their systems remain intact. Their components remain untouched. Nothing significant can be removed without authorization. Why? Because these aircraft are not considered dead. They are reserves, strategic assets waiting quietly in the desert. If military demand changes, some of them could potentially return to service, but not every aircraft receives that future. Another category focuses on parts recovery, and this is where the boneyard becomes something entirely different. A flying supply chain. Technicians carefully remove usable components, engines, avionics, landing gear, instruments, hydraulic systems, thousands of individual parts, each one inspected, tested, refurbished, and shipped to support active military aircraft around the world. The logic is simple. Every recovered part means one less component needing expensive manufacturing. And when military aviation is involved, that savings becomes enormous. Some aircraft donate their wings, their engines, even their electronic systems, so that other jets can continue flying missions across the globe. It is not destruction, it is controlled survival, a system where retired aircraft quietly keep active fleets alive. And standing among thousands of preserved machines, you begin to realize something extraordinary. The aircraft here are not forgotten. They are still serving, just in a different way. And the deeper you go into the Boneyard, the more unbelievable the story becomes. Part 3. F-16 Drone Program, Aircraft that Return from the Dead, Security and Why the Boneyard Matters. Comments me.